Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back. And I'm a little late with this review. Went out of town, just made it back. So now we're trying to play catch up. Okay, so listen, I just want to complain for just a minute or two. The way that they have now went into a new season, because on my television screen it says season 9, episode 1. The way that they ended last season with them at the dinner table and then started this new season. I just think it's a weird transition. I don't like. I just think it's weird the way that they ended the last season to come into the new season and they're still at the dinner table. I don't know. Anyways, am I picking? Anyways, okay, let's just talk. Girl, we about to get into some mess. We about to get into some mess. Listen, this is just my opinion. It does not make it the gospel. Okay. Um, Destiny. I think Destiny looks pathetic, and I like Destiny. I really, really do. I think that Destiny um, has not been treated fairly when it comes to some of the viewers. But the way that Destiny, this episode, appeared to me as if she was begging for Melody's friendship at her big age. I understand that when the friendship ended, and I still stand by this, I said it then, I'll say it now. I don't like the way that Melody ended the friendship with Destiny. I've also been very vocal about me believing that it would be hard to be friends with somebody like Melody. I think if you do one thing that Melody dislikes, instead of having a conversation, talking things through, she just automatically cuts you off. We're gonna get into Miss Melody in a little bit. Please don't get it twisted. Okay. But I think that Destiny just looked like a fool to me this episode. I was a tad bit disgusted in the way that she was acting when it came to her and her interactions with Melody throughout this episode. She looked like she was begging to be Melody's friend. Girl, it's not that deep. I get that sometimes friendships can move very, very quickly. You can meet somebody and girl, y'all sisters by the end of the year. And you're like, oh my God, girl, I'm really cool with this person, right? But girl, I don't think that Melody and Destiny have that much invested in their friendship or, previous friendship to the point where girl, them stop being friends. It should just alter Destiny's life. I could see if they had been friends since elementary school, girl, middle school, high school, or even college. I could see if that was her sorority sister who she met, girl, sophomore year, right? Girl, you just met this girl. I ain't gonna say you just met her, but girl, from what I understand, Destiny and Martell were friends, and then I'm assuming once Destiny, I guess, got on the show, her and Melody kind of became cool. I don't really know the timeline of their friendship, but I don't think they've been friendship. I don't think they were friends for that long. Correct me if I'm wrong. Um, Melody says that Destiny, she had a problem with Destiny like standing up. I'm not gonna lie. When Destiny first stood up, I was like, girl, why are you standing up? You never know with the girls. Why are you standing up? But I also think Melody was putting 20 on 10 now that the episode came back. I mean, now that the new season started, your Destiny wasn't worried about no Melody. I don't think she was about to harm Melody. I don't think she was standing over Melody, leaning towards Melody. Girl, Melody was at the other end of the table. Destiny was at the other end. I could see if Destiny stood up and had something in her hand, but Destiny stood up. And even if she leaned in, girl, it's about four, five other girls before she before she could even lean and get close to Melody. Um, Shanita, Dr. Chanel. Is it Shanetta or Shanita? The doctor, Melody's friend. Um, can we just call it for what it is? She came onto this show to defend Melody, to be Melody's mouthpiece, and to go after Letitia. Letitia ain't even did nothing to that lady for her to even have an issue with Letitia. And the tea that she's trying to clock, it's dumb to me, if we're just gonna be honest about it. You're calling Tisha in ops. You're telling Melody she needs to watch Tisha. If Tisha is saying at the table in front of everybody that, girl, I can be cool, I can be cordial, and still hang around these people, right? Then, girl, there's nothing to check because Tisha's telling you the truth. And if you're going to check Tisha for saying that, then your homegirl, Miss Melody, is saying the exact same thing. So if Tisha is the op, then so is Melody. And Melody looks worse, and girl, worse-er, if we're gonna be honest about it, because she invited a group of bitches who she can't even stand. Girl, on a trip that y'all say she paid for. Like, girl, like at this point, Dr. Shanita, she just wants an issue with Tisha. Now, girl, now I have to be honest. Even Kimmy said it. You know, I don't know if it was the cocktails, but at one point I did see Tisha put her hands like not she they were walking down the street when they left the restaurant and Tisha was putting her hands on that lady. I said, now that's a big girl. That's a big girl. That's a big girl. Now for what the people say, they said back in the day Letitia used to whoop ass. They said Letitia used to whoop ass. Okay? So, Tisha ain't hauled off and popped nobody, and I don't think the people want Tisha to pop them because they say Tisha whooped ass back in the day. Okay, um, but her and Kimmy is talking to Shanetta, and she's telling her that she basically, what do you want me to call her? Like Letitia, that's her name. Girl, you want a moment with Letitia. That's just what it is. Sunny and Destiny. I mean, they tried to have a moment. Sunny and Destiny went to the side. Destiny pulled Sunny to the side. Girl, I will say, girl, y'all be a little too touchy for me. Girl, y'all be a little too touchy for me. I'm not even gonna say here and lie. Girl, I was looking at Sunny in the way, like, and I get it. It could be love. Some people call them love taps. It could be love taps, like, no, sister. Sometimes I will say I do believe that some of us, we sometimes touch people to kind of let them know, girl, it's not, I'm not trying to make this go left. This is just me letting you know, girl, you my sister, or we don't have no issue. So sometimes I get that sometimes people can touch you in the name of making sure that you realize that this is not gonna go left. But girl, in situations like this, girl, well, the cocktail's been flowing. We really ain't seeing eye to eye. We really ain't cool like that no more. Girl, you touching all on me, girl. I get real nervous. I get real nervous, girl. Okay. But Sunny was really touchy feely with Destiny. But they had a conversation, and long story short, Sunny is not going to admit that she's low down and trifling. I heard, girl, Moses was in jail. Is Moses in jail? They say Moses is in jail. Sunny not going to admit that she low down and trifling. Sunny, baby, you're trifling. And we've been calling you trifling. And you're going to forever be trifling. Moses is trifling, low down and trifling. And he's going to forever be trifling. This is one of those situations where Moses is definitely wrong because he had a friendship with Destiny, I guess, prior to them crossing that line. But girl, Sunny is wrong too. Because you went from a professional relationship to a friend, to a personal relationship. Now, y'all might not have been good Judies and was brushing each other's hair and girl painting each other's fingernails and girl blood sisters, but girl, y'all were definitely building a friendship to the point where girl, you messing with her ex-boyfriend, girl should have been off limits. But the girls don't care when they come to a piece of dick. Hello? And when I say the girls, I'm talking about the gays too. Hello? Um, but Sonny is wrong. She later apologized to Destiny at the table. Destiny paid the apology dust. She didn't reply. She knew it was some BS. And my whole thing is if you're not going to be honest and tell the truth, the apology is void to me. The apology doesn't even matter because you can't even be honest about what your ass is apologizing for. Remember that one season when Apollo came out and apologized to Kenya, and Kenya made him say what he was apologizing for. Don't offer me an apology if you can't even be honest and say what you're apologizing for. You're apologizing because you know damn well we was cool. You know that we were friends. Building a friendship, friends. We were friends. Were we best friends? No. But we was cool. Okay? We was hanging out. We were talking on the phone, FaceTime and texting. Okay? So girl, don't even try to apologize if you're not gonna be honest and be like, you know what? I shouldn't have did what I did. I let my mind, girl, I was focused on the prize or what I thought was a prize. And I hurt you in the process. And for that, I'm absolutely wrong. Sonny is wrong. Uh, excuse me. Girl, when Destiny was walking around that corner and Melody and Shanita were walking, and Destiny said, this is what she said to Melody. I'm sorry. And then she gave Melody her I love you. I love you. Melody was like, we'll talk later. Girl, I said, ooh, Destiny, girl, you look crazy. Now, if we're going to be honest about it, Shanita should have been on Destiny's ass. But see, she's so laser focused on Tisha, who ain't did shit to her, and she want to call Tisha a ops and a person that she shouldn't trust. When, if we're gonna be honest, if anything based off of that, even though I understood what Destiny was saying when she explained why she did what she did, and she basically said that she felt bad because I think she still does have a soft spot for Melody. And so she doesn't want to go there with Melody, but here we are on reality TV, right? Girl, you're not gonna want to. It's Mad Day, so now I feel bad because I had to go there with you and tell your business. And yes, I do believe that Melody was on the phone with the side chick. Yes, I do believe that she was having these conversations where it appeared as though she was coaching Ariane. Yes, I do believe it. I believe everything Destiny said. If you go back and watch, that's why I can't even remember. But if you go back and watch, I remember saying, or if y'all listen to what Melody was saying, she pretty much confirmed that what Destiny was saying was the truth. Girl. But it doesn't take away from it appearing that Destiny could be the one who is the one who you shouldn't trust because now you're apologizing to me and saying that you love me after you just tried to rip me to shreds at the dinner table. You see what I'm saying? So if Shanetta wanted to use that as an example of people who you shouldn't trust, that's who she should have went after. But again, she was so laser focused on Tisha that now she has a legit reason to tell Melody that's the one who you shouldn't be. That's the one who you shouldn't trust. This girl just tried to rip you to shreds 5 minutes ago, and now she walking through the hallway talking about I love you and I'm sorry. You see what I'm saying? That's how you can switch it up. That's how, like y'all, the girls in reality TV be wanting a moment so bad that they just can't sit and wait. And so when they really have a legitimate reason to call somebody out, it's too late now. Okay, Melody, her and Destiny have a conversation. And she basically lets Destiny know that she had a problem with Destiny still being in communication with Martell. And I guess it was one example. I think it was one time she was on the phone with Melody and she told Melody that Martell was on the phone. I think Melody has said that before. I don't think she's ever told Destiny on the show. Maybe she has, and I just don't remember. Girl, it is what it is. I, I always felt like the way that Melody did end her friendship with Destiny was absolutely wrong. I did. I thought that even though they haven't been friends since diapers, I felt like they had built a friendship that deserved some type of explanation of why I can no longer um, basically be friends with you. And if it comes down to it, girl, she should have told her, you're going to have to choose. As childish as it may sound, you're going to have to choose. It's going to be me or Martell. And I really do believe, based off of the loyalty that Destiny had to Melody, she would have picked Melody in a heartbeat over Martell. A heartbeat. Yes, she was friends with Martell before Melody, but girl, she would have chosen Melody over Martell, and wouldn't have thought twice about it. What Destiny started to do after the friendship ended, girl, I don't know because I don't keep up with the girls like that on Love and Marriage Huntsville. But what I did notice on TV, Destiny was always loyal to Melody, even to this point, even to this current episode where she still is willing to look like a fool, girl. Um, let's talk about Miss Melody. Melody, I don't think I recall a time, and I'm sure I'm going to say it's probably at least once or twice where she has accepted accountability, and I just don't remember. But I honestly don't remember a time where Destiny has really said, I mean, not Destiny, Melody has really said that, yeah, I was wrong. If we're going to be honest about it, Melody has done some sneaky shit on this show. She always has other people come in and do her dirty work. May she rest in peace. She did it with Kiki. And then when she was done with Kiki, she ended that. Hell, she gave more respect to ending the friendship with Kiki than she did with Destiny. People tried to act like what Melody was doing when she invited Kiki to her home for that sleepover, she wasn't doing some sneaky underhanded shit to get back at Tisha. Because she knew at the time that Kiki and Tisha were not cool. So Melody gets her hands dirty, but the girls choose to ignore it. Um, I think that Melody is trifling as hell for trying to paint the picture that Destiny has slept with Martell. Every time I look up, it's something that somebody did to Melody. Melody never does shit to other people. She never does shit to other people. Somebody has always done something to her. She always has a problem with what somebody has done or supposedly did or allegedly did. We've caught Melody in lies. Melody got her ass down to the reunion and said she couldn't even remember now that she sucked dick. Hello? Y'all don't remember that? Who don't remember if they suck dick or not? Okay. We've caught Melody in lies. But again, Melody is always the victim. Do I feel bad for Melody for what she went through with Martell? Yes. Did she choose to stay in that marriage for as long as she did? It was a choice. But I still feel bad for her because I just think Martell is a horrible human being. At one point, did I believe that Martell and Melody move the same way? Yes, I still do. But do I think that Martell is worse than Melody? All the way. Melody can come out and say things, get people to do her dirty work, drop these little droplets here and there, but then never take ownership for anything. Girl, you really out here in these streets trying to make it seem as though Destiny is fucking Martell. But then you want an explanation of why Destiny said that your mama pimping you out. Can you explain why you saying that Destiny is screwing your ex-husband? It's stuff like that. She wants an explanation. She wants to know why. But then when it comes to her having to explain, she owes no one anything. Um, and we're gonna get back into Melody in a little bit. I was gonna give a whole 30-minute speech about that whole conversation that Maurice had with his son, but I'm not. All I'm gonna say is this, because I was really about to go there, because I was listening to some of the stuff that Monster was saying, and I said, I'm gonna leave it alone. Um, they were outside playing football, practicing, and Monster was doing some type of routine. Do it like you want to do it. I don't want to do it. Can I say something? Maurice gives me, he is one of those fathers who wants to live through his son, right? Girl, from what I have seen, Monster don't like playing football. Hell, he pretty much said it in the backyard. And then it sounds like he's not even that great at playing football. So why are we still pressuring, pushing Monster to do something where it sounds like he don't even want to do it? I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm done with it. Like I said, I had a whole 30-minute speech prepared because I was gonna dissect that whole conversation. But I said I'm gonna leave it alone because I know how some of the people get. But I don't believe that Maurice Monster wants to play football, and I do believe that just like a lot of fathers who couldn't make the cut, girl, they want to live through their children. And your son is sitting here whispering, girl, into the microphone, girl, do it like you want to do it. I don't want to do it. Girl. But you got him in the backyard, girl, throwing a football around because that's what you want him to do. Anyways. Um, Kimmy, I 1,000,000% agree with Kimmy, what she said about Melody. Melody is basically, they were having a conversation about the men being on the trip. I think that Melody, I think that Kimmy had said something about missing the men. I can't remember. And so Melody's whole thing was like, we don't need the men. We can come on a trip and we can have fun and we can come to some type of resolve and all that good stuff. And Kimmy's whole thing was, yeah, you saying that because Kimmy said she liked the men on the trip better. To Kimmy's point, you're saying that we don't need the men, but you've been prancing around here with this boy the whole time since we got here. So the same way that you want to be pranced around and touched on and groped and be able to flirt, we want to be able to do the same thing. Like you can't have it both ways. You can't holler and scream, this is a girls' trip and we don't need the men. But girl, as soon as we get to the girls' trip and we have to show that we don't need the men, girl, you still in a nigga's face. I feel like that's what Kimmy was saying. And I was with Kimmy. Girl, it would be one thing if we got down here and no men, nobody was. It would be one thing if Melody had told the guy, I'm not even doing this because this is a girls' trip. We're not worried about no men. That's not what it was. You wanted your little island boy fling. Um, let's just talk about the millimeters. I think that Melody has some real hardcore followers, fans, supporters, whatever you want to call them. And I believe it's because a lot of these people who really go hard for Melody, they have been through the same thing as Melody. The millimeters are real. Stormy was 1,000,000% correct in what she said. There are YouTubers who don't even want to review Love and Marriage Huntsville because of the millimeters. There are YouTubers who would rather put their reviews behind a paywall because of the millimeters. Nobody is lying about the way that some of them act. Is it all of them? No. But is it some of them? Yes. And they know it. And Melody knows it too. It's not Melody's fault how people choose to act. It is her fault when she can't even say they shouldn't be doing shit like that. It would be no different. Now, Dr. Chanetta, I said, girl, she must have jumped out the window. Because when she started comparing Mel to Beyonce, I said, girl. But on some real shit, the way that the millimeters act, some of them, it is on some beehive shit. It really is. Stormy is not saying that you have to disrespect the people who support you, because you would be a fool if you did. But you can open up your mouth and say, I don't agree with them doing X, Y, and Z. I don't agree with them, leaving bad Yelp reviews or trying to come after your business. I don't like stuff like that. I don't stand beside stuff like that. But Melody also does things like gets down to the Twitter and says, activate. They're not going to be satisfied until somebody ends up in jail or hurt. Y'all going up to folks' businesses all over this lady who will keep saying, I don't even know these people. You can support somebody and not be a deranged fool. And that's for everybody across the board. That's for the Beehive, the Lambs, the Navy, girl, whatever. Girl. If I was this big YouTuber and I had people support me, and the people who support me were out here acting a fool, I would say, y'all, stop that shit. I don't do no shit like that. Yes, it seemed too much. Girl, you ain't got to be out here calling folks businesses and, girl, like trying to destroy folks' lives. That is weird. And the people know that some of the millimeters, they do shit like that. Because if we're going to be honest, it's been a few of them that have made their way over here to my comment section. And I had to check a few of them. I don't give a fuck if you're a woman or not. Woman, man, if you disrespect me, and I know you're trying to be disrespectful, I'm going to disrespect your ass back. You ain't got to watch my videos no more. You ain't got to leave no review. But one thing we're not going to do is that disrespect shit. Because I ain't said shit about you. Now I probably said something about your fave. Now if they want to say something, they can. But you're not gonna disrespect me in the name of your fave and think I'm just gonna sit here and be like, well, girl, they watch my videos. No. If you want to cross that line, then I'm going to cross that line. That's it, that's all. So yes, it does happen. And if it's happened to me once or twice, then I know that for Tisha and Stormy, the girls who may have a beef with Melody, it happens, girl, probably thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of times. Again, I know for a fact YouTubers don't even want to review the show, have stopped reviewing the show because of the millimeters. It's the truth. And Melody can't even open up her mouth and say that, girl, they should not be doing that. State where you stand. I don't have to state shit. There you go. That's all I had to say. Girl, that stand shit is weird to me. I get it. I stand who I stand, right? But girl, I don't get down to the internet dragging folks because they done said something about Wendy Williams. Girl, I don't get down here trying to find out where you live, find out your job, showing up at your business, calling your job. Like, that shit is psychotic. And again, I don't give a fuck if you a lamb, a beehive, a navy, a barb, a ken, a millimeter, girl, a hurricane, a stormy, a team destiny, girl, team Kimmy. That shit is crazy once y'all start to move a certain way. You can go up for who you go up for. You can stand who you want to stand. But once y'all start to cross that line of trying to ruin somebody's livelihood, showing up to folks' jobs, girl, calling folks homes, making their private information public information, girl, that shit is psychotic. It is. All because you want to fan out and stand somebody who you will probably never even meet. That's the real gag. A lot of y'all will never meet Beyonce. And if you ran up to Beyonce, you're going to end up on your back. You might meet Melody. You'll probably see her walking around a grocery store. You might meet Stormy, Destiny, the girls who you go up for. Anyways, I'm done. That's all I had to say. All right. That was the episode, girl. I'm tired. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good day. Bye, y'all.